I've been gigging with the Quad Cortex constantly for around a year now. And even though I have taken it everywhere, it was not mounted to a pedal board yet. And that can be very scary because you don't want an expensive unit like the Quad Cortex just loose inside some random bag. So the time to put together a board for the Quad Cortex finally came, and it turned out like this. See how pretty it is? Everything's so neat, so tidy. And in this video, I'm gonna show you the whole process from concept to execution until I get this as a result. Hello my guitar friends, welcome to the channel. My name is Andy Ferreira, and in this video I'm going to show you how to put together a very simple yet effective board for your Quad Cortex. But as you can see, this board has already been put together. So in order for us to understand how this came to life, we'll have to go back in time. So now I'm probably going to add some very quirky transition. Stay with me. Hello my guitar friends, welcome to the video. My name is... Guys, I'm having a little bit of a deja vu here. Did I say hi already? I know I always do. Hello my guitar friends, welcome to the video. My name is Andy Ferreira, and in this video I'm gonna show you something interesting. Anyways, I don't want to sound needy, so I'm gonna skip all that. Today I'm very excited, like very excited, because I'm putting together a pedal board, and there's nothing in this whole wide world that guitar players like to do more than putting together pedal boards. Especially considering I'll be working with my trusty Quad Cortex that I've been using for, close to a year now. So this unit is gonna be the protagonist of my rig, and I'm gonna walk you guys through every single step in the thought process behind this pedal board. But before we do all of that, what you gotta do, smash that like button if you like this kind of content. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and activate the bell notifications. And if you're a subscriber already, please activate the bell notifications. That way you will not miss anything that I have planned for this channel. And believe me, you do not want to miss anything. All right, now let's talk materials. The first and most important piece of the rig is the Quad Cortex by Neuro DSP. I've shown you that already. Second thing, Mission Engineering expression pedal with the clicker on top. I dropped the box. It's gotta have the click. This is the SP1 with the Neuro DSP logo. They call it SP1ND as in Neuro DSP. And it's a great match because the color is perfect for the Quad Cortex. You can also get this in black, but I like the gray better. Third item, Mission Engineering Pedal Board Expression Kit, aka PR1 kit. And the reason we need this is because this has rubber feet, and once you take them off, the screws don't go flush against the unit. So you need something in between the screws and the base plate to make sure this is flat and you can attach it to a pedal board. PR1 kit, got it. Item number 4, Airturn BT500 S2. This is nothing more than the cutest page turning pedal you will see in your life. I mean, it doesn't get any cuter than this. Check this out, guys. So whenever I need to read charts while I play, this is gonna be my page turner for my iPad. Great, simple, light, 2 buttons only. Gotta love it, gotta love it, gotta love it. Item number 5, Mono Creator's power supply. This is the medium-sized one. Check this out. What a thing of beauty. And this is gonna be the sole source of power for the entire pedal board. More on this in a bit. Number 6, the Crux by Chox, and this will provide a very specific type of power output that will definitely power the Quad Cortex and any other power-hungry units. If you're gonna use a Quad Cortex with an external power supply, you definitely need one of these. Number 7, Mono Creator's small pedal board, the new Rails model they released not long ago. And this thing is a thing of beauty. Check it out. It's super light. I think it's made of aluminum. It's got the beveled edges, the rubber feet. It's properly angled. Do I have enough space here? Properly angled, and it has the space right here so that you can route everything underneath. This is gonna be a great build. I'm so excited. And number 8, accessories galore. Here I have the tie-down mounts that will secure all the cabling underneath the pedal board to make sure they look properly organized and neat. This is a TRS cable that I'll use to make cables for the expression pedal. This is some dual lock. I also have some Velcro that came with the pedal board. So a bunch of things that I'll show you throughout the whole process. All right, enough talking. Now let's start building. So I started playing with the layout a little bit and tried to see if the Bluetooth page turner would fit in the bottom, and quickly realized that was a dumb mistake. because for as long as the expression pedal had its rubber feet on, I would not be able to play with the layout properly, and I would never be exactly sure if things would fit or not. So I skipped the layout part for a little bit and started installing the pedal board kit from Mission. And as you can see, it's pretty easy. The metal plate has to stay underneath the plexiglass for shielding reasons, so there's no noise and no funny shenanigans electronics wise. You gotta make sure the screws go all the way in, and to be honest with y'all, it looks quite good. Next thing I do is get these lens wipes to clean the pedal board. It's great to get all the remains of grease out of the surface, all the dust, and make sure that any surface is ready to receive anything that's adhesive, like the dual lock that I'm actually adding now to the Mission Expression pedal. So before I add anything to the pedal board, Velcro or dual lock wise, I always wipe them clean with these lens wipes. And another thing that's very important before you commit to any position is to install the cables or just the connectors if you're going to make the cables, to make sure you have enough clearance on both the sides and on the top and the bottom so that nothing touches the outside of the pedal board case you're going to put your pedal board in. So after I was done with that, I then committed to adding the expression pedal to the pedal board, making sure that clearance was respected and everything was safe. Then I cleaned also the quad cortex, had to push it up a little bit, didn't have it too flush against the down part of the pedal board because I needed room for these dual lock squares that I'm cutting right now. That way I would also have a very nice clearance for the foot switches and all the outside surfaces of the quad cortex, while adding it nicely to 3 different rails. So you're gonna see right now that I'm gonna add those dual lock squares. There's one in the middle as well to make sure it is super firm, and do not worry, 5 squares are more than enough to hold the quad cortex in place. The air turn, of course, was the easy part because it's not connected to anything. I even tried to see if I could leave the power jack on so this would be connected to the power supply at all times. So it's going to remain disconnected. Plus, this thing has a gigantic battery life, so I don't really have to worry about leaving that thing connected at all times. I realized my expression pedal was a little crooked, so I just took it off and reattached it to make sure it was looking good, perfectly straight. Time to turn the pedal board around and secure those 2 expression pedal cables. I do the same drill with the lens wipes before I add the tie down mounts and the zip ties. And the fact they were perfect for the pedal board was actually, just pure luck, because I made them to use the Mission Expression pedal in a couple of gigs. I kind of eyeballed it, and turned out that I eyeballed it correctly. So, lucky me. But I would do these after. I would attach those things to the board and then would produce and go on to make the cables. Now I'm attaching the mono power supply. I tried it sideways, it doesn't fit. If I did it sideways, I wouldn't be able to put the power cable in. So I'm just putting it horizontally, as you can see. And then the mono distributor is going right in the middle of the pedal board because I want to be able to power pedals on either side of the build. So that's why I'm choosing to put it dead in the center. I tried putting the crooks in a couple of different spots, but I ended up choosing to add it to the second rail because I wanted it to be close enough to the distributor so that the cables had no strain on them. They had enough slack so that nothing bad would happen. And also, if I chose to put it further down, third, maybe even fourth rail, there would be a risk of me stepping on the pedal board and putting weight on the crooks, and that's something I definitely do not want. After I attach the crooks, I run the cable from it to the quad cortex to make sure the unit had enough power. That's what I'm doing right now. And once I was done with that, I proceeded to add the last zip tie and hold all those power cables in place so everything would be tidy and there will be no macaroni spaghetti mess underneath the board. Not only it looks better, but it's also very, very safe, because the last thing you want is a power cable being accidentally pulled and something being disconnected, and then you're dead in the water in the middle of a gig or a session or anything like that. So these are the final stages of the board where I'm really making sure everything is tidy. I double check on all the zip ties and all the tie down mounts. Time to see if it will light up, and as you can see, blinking lights, everything is looking good. I have power on everything. I'll check to see if the board can power the air turn, go through a few presets and scenes, make sure the expression pedal is working, and guess what? It's all working. Well, the beast is finally ready. As you can see, this is a very simple setup where I use nothing but the Quad Cortex and the Mission Expression pedal to get all my sounds and do all my control. And the Bluetooth page turner is there because I'm a professional musician. I'm playing constantly and I have to recharge quite often. So whenever I'm playing, I will just take this out of the board, put it to the side, control whatever I need to control, and once I'm done, stick it back, and then it's ready to go. I also made sure that the power supply is located at a very convenient place so that if I need to power anything external to the board, I can. Whenever I need specialty pedals, I'll put together a small board like a Mono Lite or Lite Plus, and I'll be able to power that whole board with a USB out because this is enough to power the Mono Mini power supply. That way, the power for the satellite board, as I call it, will come from the main board, so one less power cable to worry about, and that will be inserted in one of the loops of the Quad Cortex, making the rig a little modular so that I don't have to carry unnecessary weight for certain gigs. I would like to take a quick second to thank the wonderful people at Mono Creators. They hooked me up with a bunch of cool stuff that allowed me to make this video for you guys pretty much. They sent me this wonderful pedal board, which is part of their Rails series. It's the small one. This is the medium-sized power supply, and they also sent me a small power supply that will be featured in another video for another build. So Mono, thank you so much for helping me out with my pedal board. It turned out great. And if you enjoyed the tones that I got out of the Quad Cortex in this video, I do have a wonderful impulse response pack that will definitely help you get closer to my sounds. It currently sports 32 combinations of cabinets and speakers with 4 mic placements for each cabinet, making it a whopping 128 sounds. If you want to know how to purchase my impulse response pack, send me a DM on Instagram at IndyFerraraMusic. You can find all of those links in my link tree down in the description. Then we can chat a little bit and I'll tell you all about it. So that's it, my guitar friends. This was the build of my oh so pretty pedal board that's going to be gigged very extensively in the upcoming months, and I hope you learned something from this video. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to hit that like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell notifications. And if you're subscribed already, please activate the bell notifications. That way, you will not miss anything new that I have planned for the future of this channel. And believe me, you do not want to miss anything. I'll see you next time, and never ever forget that music is for everybody.